be like me, be better than me, okay?
Breathe in some love and let yourself unfold. Breathe in some love and let yourself unfold.
Hey girl, I'm Alexis Alexandria, and either welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Okay, so it is Mother's Day weekend, and I'm going to a cute little brunch at Bree's house. So I'll probably vlog that, so you'll probably see in my vlog who Bree is. So I'm going to her house. She's having a little Mother's Day brunch, just a couple little mothers coming over. And yeah, so I thought I'd film my little Mother's Day brunch look for you guys. So let's hop right into this little Mother's Day brunch. And my lips are mad dry. But wait, you know how I was raving about the Burt's Bees lips? I still love the Burt's Bees, but I picked up this Dr. Bronner's Peppermint. If you know anything about Dr. Bronner's Peppermint soap, equivalent for the lips. It's so refreshing. My lips are so dry. Even my skin. I know on camera it doesn't look dry, but it feels pretty dry. Okay, so I got this Florence moisturizer. When I was at Ulta, I picked it up. I really like some of the ingredients that it has in it. My skin has been quite dry. So I'm just gonna try this moisturizer out. How do you open this? Pop it open. Oh, line up the arrows like childproof pill bottles. Shake it, I guess it says. Does it say shake it? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even know what's the best way for me to show you guys this. Wait. Wait, I feel like I have to pop a close-up of this in so you guys can see it. I'll probably insert something, but so we can see it up close. But oh my gosh, it's a tiny little pearl. I had no idea when I picked this up. I thought it was just like a regular moisturizer. It's like a little, oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna see if I can insert something because you guys have to see this up close. So cute. Oh, I probably could have used the one pearl, but you really have to like work this into your hand to like crush like the little pearls. Oh, it feels really good. Okay, let's let that dry down for a second and kind of settle in, let my skin absorb this. And while we wait, you already know we're about to make a quick little drinky drink. For today's little drink, I kind of try to stay in the theme of brunch since I'm going to be heading to brunch. And I chose this light little nice refreshing sparkling lemonade drink. And it's gonna have a splash of tangerine juice in it. So I think it's just nice and light for brunch, nice and refreshing. I wanted to do something different than a mimosa, but just something light with a little citrusy splash so that you could, you know, have a little drink with your brunch or a little brunch with your drink. So yeah, stay tuned.
Nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. See me happy, work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. There's something about that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. I'm in the cafe, man, da, 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 da. Something about that work, 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 work. When you walk a work, give me something, work, give me work, work, work. Beg you something, please. Baby, don't you leave. Don't leave me stuck here in the street.
going to double up on the moisture. And of course, I'm going to be applying my favorite primer, which is Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And why not? You can never have too much moisture. You can, but me personally. I'm just gonna press it into my skin. So I'm gonna switch it up a bit, and I'm going to be doing my eyes first today. I mean, I guess switch it up a bit in regards to the videos that I've made for YouTube so far, because I'm usually an eyes first girl. But I know in the videos I've done on here, I think I've done complexion first. So we're just gonna do his brows. And of course, I am using NYX brow glue. This stuff is 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I love it. I feel like it's now a staple in my brow routine. If you have not tried it, go get it. It's at least worth a try. So this is gonna dry a bit. It only takes like a couple seconds to dry. Once it gets like a little tacky, I like to press it into my brows. So I like to give it a press, especially towards the front. I like the front of my brows feathered, so I kind of press up, and then the tails I kind of just run my fingers through and shape them a bit before I start to fill them in. So once I press them in, I just like to take some powder on a blender and I just like to tap that over my brows, just because I just hate when my brows look shiny, and for some reason, especially the front part of my brows, it always gets really oily there, and I feel like this step really helped with that. So if you find that your brows get oily, right, especially in the fronts, and you know, especially in pictures, you can see like that glossiness and that shine. I just don't like it. So this step really helps with that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll start to fill in my brows. Also, pencil tends to grab onto powder, so you barely have to press at this point. Okay, so I finished filling. Okay, so the brows are finished. We're finished filling them in. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of concealer. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna pop concealer all over my lid, just to act as a primer or a base for the look that we are doing. I just want to give the shadow something to stick to, and I'm going to be using this Morphe Truth or Bare eyeshadow palette. And so it's a really neutral palette, but it has all of these really pretty browns and plums. And so I think it'll be just a nice, pretty, I just want to give pretty, I want to do pretty, a nice pretty brunch look. So the first color that I'm going to use is In the Buff, and In the Buff is just this really pretty brown. I know the colors don't always translate from what I see to the camera, but In the Buff is a really pretty reddish brown. So In the Buff, I'm gonna start it out here in the corner, and then I'm just gonna sweep it in, and then we're gonna drag that from our crease, and then we're gonna take that all the way up to just below our brow bone. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with this plum color, and it's called So Obvi. So Obvi, we're gonna take that right on top of In the Buff. So I'm gonna start here again, but I'm not gonna take it as high as we took In the Buff. Since we're using the Truth or Dare palette, you know, we could play a little game, but not really a game, and it's kind of Truth or Dare minus the dare because I don't have time right now to be giving you guys dare. So there's this random question generator on the web, and so I figured I could give you guys some truths about me. So I'm just gonna generate some random questions, and then I'll give you the answers to those. So let's see what the first one is. Okay, so first question is, what's something that you know you should start but you haven't? Well, I was supposed to be cleaning this weekend, and I know, definitely, for sure, should have started that. It's not in the cards for me. Just kidding, I'm probably gonna do it. Something else is clean my makeup brushes because I have a busy week of makeup coming up and also have a wedding, so I need to clean my brushes and all my beauty blenders. What's something that you think you may have been the only person in the world to ever do? What's something? Okay, so see how we are kind of creating definition and we're creating a shape to our eyes. So I have like an almond shaped eye. They're, you know, they extend in the corner, but we kind of just want to give a little more definition. I feel like this always pulls people into your eyes. And don't worry, we are going to blend it out. Just give me a second. So what's something in the world that I think that I am the only person to do? So one weird thing about me is like toilet tissue. If I use a public restroom, I have to like unravel like a whole layer before I'm even going to use it. That's one thing. And then I thought like I was the only person that, you know, does weird things like that. But through talking to people, I'm not. Also, another thing, if I'm out in public or if I'm just coming back in the house after a long day, I wash my hands before I use the bathroom. Does anybody else do that? I just feel like if you're going to be, you know, your hands should be clean. Precious pieces we're dealing with. Does anybody else do that, or am I the only person in the world? I'm sure I'm not the only person in the world. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to take a clean brush and we're going to go back into In the Buff. And remember, that is the very first shade that we used. And then we're going to take that and we're just going to kind of blend these colors together. Would you feel comfortable showing me the photos on your phone? Sure. I am a classy lady. Okay? I have no issue showing anybody photos on my phone. Nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. So we're just tying everything back together with that In the Buff color and softening up those edges. So I'm also going to use Morphe's Sweet Oasis palette, and just for one color, there's a color in there called Hibiscus Blossom, and it's kind of like a lilac color, and I'm going to use that on my lid. What does it mean to live a good life in your opinion? Oh, girl, think about this. Isn't your answer different than it would have been like a year ago? The last year has kind of changed our views and our perspectives on certain things, and what I would have said a good life was a year ago, it's probably changed. For instance, just me starting my YouTube channel is something that I've been wanting to do, and it's, you know, things have been holding me back. Life has been holding me back, right? It kind of was the lowest thing on the totem pole because I was always grinding, actively out doing clients, doing makeup, working, you know, family and all of that. So I feel like things have changed for me over the year, and I think a good life, living a good life, is just doing what makes you happy, doing those things with your family, your friends, the people that are important to you, being able to spend time with those people, you know, and making the moments that you spend with them count. You guys know I like luxurious things. I love luxury. And don't confuse that with expensive, because money doesn't equate to happiness for me. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to ever, you know, I want to be comfortable. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to stress about money, right? But I don't need like an overabundance of money. I just want to be comfortable, and I feel like just doing what you want. Don't wait. Stop putting off what you want to do, because the what if will kill you. It will hurt you so much more than if you start something and fail. A what if will hurt so much more than a failure. Trust me, failure is temporary. What if will haunt you for the rest of your life. So just doing those things that we would have put off and enjoying them, and going through life loving and enjoying each moment and everything that we do, and having the people that matter there with us and enjoying it, and everyone being happy and healthy. That is living the good life to me. I don't know if that made sense to you, because I was rambling, but it made perfect sense to me, and that's what I think living the good life is. It's the life that I want to live, and it's the life that I'm going to live. Okay, so now that we have that hibiscus popped on our lid, I think that looks just so pretty. I told you guys I just wanted to do a nice pretty look, and remember, brunch is during the day, so we don't want to go too heavy during the day. We want to do something nice and pretty and light. I mean, if you want to do something heavy during the day, that's your business. I feel like there's no rules really for makeup, so if you want to do something heavy, but I just wanted to do a nice light pretty look. And so I think the last thing that I'm going to add to this look is a nice little shimmer, and this is in Expose. And see this one right here in Expose, it's like a champagne that has kind of like lilac reflex in it. So it gives us like kind of a little bit of that purple action, just soft purple, but it'll really look good on top of this hibiscus. Okay, so I did this side. So what we did was we dipped into the Exposed, and then we're taking a flat brush. We're using this flat brush and a little bit of setting spray, and we're gonna just spray that on the flat brush, and then we're gonna just tap that starting in the inner corner onto our lid. Make sure we put it here in the tear duct, and then we're going to tap it on. And then I just like to take my finger, because I feel like fingers are sometimes the perfect tool, and I'm going to blend it up into the crease some, and then just pat it in with my finger just to kind of soften it a bit. And boom. And boom. You can skip this step. I mean, it's optional, but I'm just going to shape under my brows because I didn't do that. But just because I want to clean it up some. And I'm not gonna drag it all the way to the front. Just gonna do here and drag it down a little. Okay, so I put the concealer under my brow here, and then just going to drag it down lightly, right? And then remember that first color that we used, we're going to just dip back into that just to soften up the line. And that kind of cleans everything up, kind of sharpens it, and then it just blends everything together. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other side off camera, and then I'll be back so we can finish this up. So I'm gonna do my foundation now. So yeah, I mean, I still have time. I have a good amount of time because I started early. Just going to be using my Fenty Blurring Skin Tint. Perfect. This is like the perfect thing for brunch. So let me putting this on. Please pay no mind to what I just did here. This particular foundation, I told you guys, usually I work off the back of my hand, but because of this formula, I feel like my hand absorbs too much of it, so we go straight to face, and this is what we're doing. Don't do like me. Don't be like me, be better than me, okay? Okay, the next question is, what's the worst accident you ever had? Okay. So this one I don't like to talk about, and I'm probably not going to really go into too many details, but the worst accident I ever had was the car accident that I was in. I'm just so in love with this skin tint. Let me see, I'm trying to avoid this question. So yeah, the car accident I was in. So I was in a car accident. It's been, oh my gosh, it's been like 2 years now. So yeah, 2 years ago. And so basically I was hit by 2 cars. One car is the person who caused the accident. Please do not drive under the influence. Are the only details that I'm going to give about that, but it was very bad. It still impacts me to this day. Still deal with a lot of pain from it. It's also where I got this scar on my lip, and why, I mean, it's not noticeable until I point it out, but you know, my mouth kind of goes over to this side a little bit more because of the scar. I had to have a plastic surgeon fix that side of my mouth and face. But yeah, so it's a really bad car accident. It's very traumatic, and I don't really like to talk about it. I'm still, when I talk about it in detail, I get still get emotional about it, and yeah, it kind of, it doesn't, people don't realize, like, accidents, they do impact you physically, but kind of the mental and emotional part of it is really taxing, and it does take a toll just as much as the physical aspect of it. So yeah, anyways, that was the worst accident that I've ever had, and maybe one day I'll tell you guys all of the details about it, but today is not that day because we want to have nice, positive Mother's Day energy. Okay, next question. So I'm just gonna go in with this Born This Way concealer in the color Chestnut. What's something uncomfortable but you feel everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime? Okay, I have one. So once upon a time, Coco started a book club. If you know, you know. So the first book that we read, or the book that we read in the book club, was called Stop Missing Your Life. So it was a book about mindful presence and being present and different definitions of presence and being present. And so in one part of the book, they talked about this retreat that they went on. So they went on a retreat, and during the retreat, they did something called a birthday circle. The birthday circle seemed mad uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. So essentially, the idea of a birthday circle is everyone gathered, sat kind of Indian style or however they felt comfortable in a circle on the ground, on the floor. So when it was your turn, you get in the middle of the circle and you just sit there. And everyone sits there. No one says anything. You don't have to say anything. You can sit there too. So I guess the idea of it is just you being present and everyone taking you in, and everyone is just watching you. And so I guess the way she explained it was, she said layers started to melt away inside of her, like walls that she had built up. She felt insecure, like she felt so many things during that moment. But she said, like, she was thinking like, oh my gosh, what are they thinking? What do they think about me? She started to fidget. She could feel herself turning red. But after the uncomfortableness of it all kind of went away and wore away, she started to feel open. And then she just randomly started talking, I think. And she was just saying different things. And she was kind of like laughing, kind of nervously laughing. But she said, I think the first thing she said was how good it felt to be seen, to just be seen. Okay, so now I'm just going in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I use the color 30. Okay, and this is probably the last question of the day. So what is something you have recently been grateful for? I mean, there is so much to be grateful for these days. Just being healthy and making it through the pandemic without getting sick is something for sure to be grateful for. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my family and my friends being healthy. And honestly, I'm just grateful that I started my YouTube journey. I'm grateful for the abundance of clients that I have. I'm grateful for so many things that it probably would take me too long to talk about everything that I'm currently grateful for. But yeah, it's one of the main things, just being healthy, being happy, being able to survive financially. All the things I'm grateful for. So this is my Morphe filter. What filter do I use? Filter 10 that I'm using just to brush in my powder. Mocha Mommy is my favorite bronzer. So then I'm going to take Mocha Mommy and I'm just going to warm up the sides of my nose. Yeah, okay. I'm going to be doing this Merlot moment from Milani. And I'm just going to pop this on the apples of my cheeks. So now I'm gonna do my lips, and then I don't know if you guys remember on my vlog when I went to Bridget's boutique. So I'm gonna be using the lip stuff I got that day. Her liner, and it's called Thirst Trap. So I'm gonna use WAP. And I just wanna put it in the center. And then she has this real pretty lip topper, and it's called Supernova. Yeah. Okay, Bridget, this is my new summer lip, girl. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Leave a comment below, let me know how you like it. I know you guys like to DM me and let me know how much you love the look, but please leave a comment below in the comment section. I like to see them down there. So make sure you like, comment, share, and make sure you subscribe, and girl, turn on that bell because you want to know when I am posting, and share this with your little girlfriends so we can all be girlfriends. As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Don't leave me stuck here in the streets. If I get another chance to, I would never